the DeepSeek rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. After taking a serious hit from DeepSeek last week, OpenAI is now reportedly accusing them of intellectual property theft. And to make things even more interesting, yet another Chinese AI model has just entered the scene. If you're just tuning in, here's the backstory. A Chinese hedge fund built an advanced reasoning model that allegedly outperformed OpenAI's latest technology, and they did it with just $5.5 million in training costs. Then, they turned around and made it completely free for the public. This move shook big tech, especially OpenAI, which has been trying to convince everyone that AI development requires billion-dollar data centers like their $500 billion Stargate project. Now, in an effort to regain control of the AI narrative, PayPal Mafia member David Sachs just went on the news claiming that OpenAI has substantial evidence that DeepSeek stole their model's outputs to fine-tune their own system. This technique, known as distillation, is strictly forbidden under OpenAI's terms of service. The irony here is off the charts. OpenAI itself scraped the entire internet without permission to train its models. Elon Musk accused them of scraping Twitter, while authors like George R.R. Martin are suing over copyright violations. But here's a little secret about the tech world. Companies often push ethical boundaries and ask for forgiveness later. Once a company reaches critical mass, it's almost impossible to stop. Just look at Uber and Airbnb. And so far, OpenAI has managed to win most of its copyright battles. In today's video, we'll break down the technical details of DeepSeek, explore how it bypassed Nvidia's CUDA, and investigate whether it really stole OpenAI's data. Here's a wild conspiracy theory for you. What if OpenAI actually is DeepSeek, and this whole controversy is just an elaborate marketing stunt to assert their dominance? I wouldn't put it past OpenAI's chief persuasion officer, Sam Altman. Anyway, OpenAI and Microsoft are accusing DeepSeek of using distillation, essentially training a smaller model using the outputs of a larger one, like GPT-4. While OpenAI hasn't provided concrete evidence yet, there are screenshots circulating online where DeepSeek's responses seem eerily similar to ChatGPT's. But that alone isn't proof. AI models are trained on publicly available data, so it's possible DeepSeek learned this information organically. Microsoft, which supplies much of OpenAI's cloud computing power, claims it detected a massive amount of data being extracted from OpenAI's API by sources in China. They suspect these accounts are tied to DeepSeek. If true, DeepSeek is essentially playing the role of Robin Hood, taking from the tech giants and giving to the public. Distillation itself isn't controversial. Many AI models are distilled from Meta's Llama or other open-source projects. In fact, even OpenAI's models can be distilled as long as you don't use their API to build a competing product. And that seems to be the heart of OpenAI's complaint. Meanwhile, Alibaba just dropped Qwen 2.5 Max, another AI model that's already outperforming DeepSeek, Claude, and GPT-4 on several benchmarks. Not to be outdone, yet another Chinese model, Kim 1.5, just launched and is rumored to rival OpenAI's most powerful models. We're now witnessing a China versus China AI race, while the U.S. struggles to keep up. Meanwhile, Europe is focused on, well, bottle caps you can't remove. One common complaint about DeepSeek is its heavy censorship, but skilled prompt engineers have found ways to jailbreak it. And speaking of irony, last year Midjourney accused Stability AI of stealing images, but in the fast-moving AI world, those controversies quickly fade away. DeepSeek isn't stopping at text models either. They've just launched the Jan series, which uses diffusion-based image generation. While it's not quite on par with Midjourney or Stable Diffusion, it's yet another open-source model available for commercial use. Great news for AI developers. Another fascinating detail: DeepSeek managed to achieve 10 times efficiency gains over other models by avoiding Nvidia's proprietary CUDA platform. Instead, they used Nvidia's parallel thread execution, PTX, directly. To put it simply, that's like building a website entirely in assembly code. Insanely complex, but incredibly optimized. Just another example of how brilliant these DeepSeek engineers are. Of course, privacy concerns are a big issue. When you use DeepSeek's online model, all your data, including prompts and keystrokes, go straight to China. But let's be real. If you care about privacy, you shouldn't be using the internet at all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget, like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next part.